you guys. How is everybody? Hey, all right. I want to come on and talk to you about product, which is like one of my favorite subjects ever. So I'm excited to show you the product. I know you guys are waiting on yours, and I just figured this would be such a great time to give you some little hints and tips on the bottles and how to work them, and talk a little bit about product knowledge and the things you're going to learn as you grow with your business. And I want to start first to saying, there's a lot of product out there. There is, and so many options that our customers have and we have, and you just wonder, how on earth am I ever going to be able to talk about these products and maybe act like I know what I'm doing a little bit, right? And I get that, because there is a little bit to learn, but also I want to start off and tell you, let's not worry about learning everything right now. And what I highly recommend is to look at your skin analysis that came through. Look at this and study the products that are recommended for you. And once you learn about your products, then it will be time to jump in and learn a little bit more about the products your customers are being they're recommending for your customers. Because what I find with these additives too, there are 10 of them that we're going to want to learn about. And I feel like when you and your customers are in the same age group, that maybe your products are going to be a little bit similar. And so you are going to be able to give them knowledge just based on what you are using. And so I need to tighten these lids. Don't forget to do that. I've spilt them. But when you look at your email that you get about your diagnostics, and we don't call it that, we're calling it a skin analysis. And we are working on changing that verbiage. And I don't even know why I just said it, except for I'm reading my email. And so if you are wondering where your email is, I know there are some little glitches. So again, yay, it's we're launching a new business. So we're just going to check that box to say glitches. It goes with being part of a startup. But you can search your emails for your ABBI skin diagnosis is ready. And so I just did this one on Sunday. So again, we'll make a little note to make sure it changes to your skin analysis. But when you look at and discover your complete, you guys, if even you go back to this email, if you actually sit and read it, it's going to give you a good idea. It's not like you're going to sit and read what I'm showing you, but look at that and it will give you a good summary of the products that you are using. And then click on buttons, click away, learn away, discover your complete analysis and look at that and look at what it's telling you. Now remember, when it does your skin analysis, remember it's taking your age into effect. So I'm 57. So it's going to look at that and know that my wrinkles, yes, it nails it. It definitely lets me know they are there, but it is not my number one concern per the analysis. Maybe I think they're my number one concern. I'm like, look at this. But it's not. Hydration. And we are going to see that for a lot of people. Hydration is key. And hydration is different than moisturizer. Moisturizer, it's your surface of your skin. Hydration, we are hydrating our cells into the deeper level. And when your cells and your skin is hydrated, now I live in the desert. Come on, give me sun, dry air, and age. Oh my gosh. I'm destined to have that dry skin. But when I use the products, it hydrates my skin. I'm getting the hydration in there, and it helps the fine lines too. I don't know about you, that those of you that live in climates where it's just really humid, or you go and visit and I'm like, ooh, I like my hydrated skin. Well, we're going to do this in a bottle for you. Okay. And so just kind of know those little differences as well. I'm going to start with talking about these essentials that we have because I love them and I love the bottle. Hey, Tiffany, thank you so much. Glowy. And this is just my routine from this morning. Oh, gosh darn it. I have a spray. I have the grape seed oils, grape spray, and I'll do that sometimes during the day to refresh. I forget about it. It needs to be on my desk at work because it's so fresh just to spray it on your face. You guys, you don't even know what it is yet, but it's in there and you're going to be able to order it. But yeah, so this is my morning routine. I'm West Coast, and so I'm on Pacific time right now, of course, in Arizona. So it's only 6:15, but this has been done since 8 this morning. Yeah, and wait till you guys get the tanning drops too. It's amazing. They are amazing. Like right now, I just have on a tinted moisturizer, but then when you use those tanning drops, I'm not even going to need that, you guys. I'm not. And then I'm going to start working on dark marks. Woohoo! Yeah. I guess they're a little bit faded here because of my tinted moisturizer. But anyway, I'm going to start. My next thing, you guys will be seeing my before and after pictures, and you're going to notice better hydration. It's just my skin's going to look a little bit more alive, and my wrinkles are less. Now, I've not started working on my dark marks yet. And so, although I am like so excited to use the tanning drops again because I used them once when we were in Dallas, and it was so cool. It was amazing. But I'm not going to use them yet because my next thing I'm going to break out, not break out as acne, but I'm going to work on our spots. So I'm not going to want to use my tanning drops if I am trying to show you before and afters of working on my dark marks. So we'll have to do that. Yes. Yeah, Tiffany, it was crazy when I put them on, and he told me 9 drops. You know, when we talk about, you guys, I'm going to be everywhere. Sorry. I get so excited when I talk about product. I love it. I did skincare. Well, that was my very first direct sales company 30 years ago, was skincare. And then it took a little break. And then I was 7 years of skincare with a high-end product before I came over to my last job. So I'm back in my skincare world and I love it and I get really hyper. But when you're using these drops, we've talked about it, you only want to use minimum 3 drops. I made that mistake one day, and what a waste of product for that day. Minimum 3 drops, maximum 9 total. But when you use the tanning drops, you can add those don't count as drops in the active ingredient world. Okay. So one day I thought I would be clever. I was like, let's do 4 things. And so I did 2 drops of each. One item I did 3 drops. So I had a total of 9. But guess what? I wasn't even using the minimum requirement. So as much as we want to play around with these, we want to make sure we stay focused and do minimum 3 drops of each. And I have 90% used only my DIY because I love being in control of my skin. I love having that and being empowered. But guess what we're talking about right now? Sorry. Essentials. Yes, I know, and I can't wait for you guys to get your product in your hands too. You guys, there's an email coming your way soon, but 9 drops. Oh, yeah. So Tanner, I only did 3 drops, and I had this most beautiful glow. It was amazing. And so the fun thing is, you can use them every day. So start lower and then work your way up. And I did see you asked in our call the other night, Tiffany, you do have that tanner smell. You do. And something super, super cool is I am allergic to sunless tanners ever since I had my first child. So he's 31 now, but I cannot use self tanner on my legs. No, like I itch my skin off for the entire 7 days it's in my body. I can't use it, but I did use it on my face. I'm glad I didn't think about this and have any hesitation because I was not, thankfully, allergic to it on my face. So, yay me. I love that. So, these are our little essentials, and you can see it's been used. This is the eye cream, and it does help with dark marks. I know someone's like, I need before and after pictures of dark circles. So, we need them from you. This is my plea to you guys. Get a good before picture. All right? Don't do stuff like this where you're forcing wrinkles so then you have better results if your face is calm, right? Do you like the Sharpay up there? I know. So does my Botox lady. And I haven't had Botox in a couple of years. So it's exciting to be able to do this on fresh skin. But so make sure, to me, I want a really relaxed face, and I know it's not flattering. I did find that it's better, for me at least, if I put a headband in. The before picture, I don't know, it just looks a little bit better. My hair doesn't look as weird, but you're going to play with it. But the important thing is, you guys, if you don't have a good before picture, every time you take an after picture, you're going to look at your before picture and be like, oh gosh, I hated it. I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. So there is a thread. It's pinned and featured. You can post your before picture there, and we will give some feedback, right? Say, hey, let's try better lighting. Let's try less shadows. But I just stand in front of my back door. Bathroom lighting is the worst. I don't know how people do their get ready with me videos and have good lighting in the bathroom, because it's not good for me. But when you stand in front of a window at the same time of day and have that light coming in, and of course, as we go through the calendar, right, the light switches, but just do your best to get close to the same lighting and get good pictures. You will thank yourself for doing that. You're welcome. Thank you. So this is the eye cream. So again, I'm calling you, whoever out there has those, you raise your hand if you want to. The dark circles, let's get a good before picture and let's put this great product to the test. You'll see, oh, my crow's feet are so much better. But so this little bottle, what you want to do when you use it is, what you want to do is shake it. It's airtight, right? Turn it upside down, shake it down so it's down in there, and then you can give a little squeeze. Just push on that round ball, all right? Don't push too hard. Make sure you shake it first, and then give it a little dollop. There you go. So I love that. I had you at crow's feet. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'm not going to waste this stuff. Another one that I use, and this morning I even used it during the day, but a lot of people just use it in the evening. It is it's an oil, and it has, look at these cute little flowers in there. But this oil is so good. You can see how much I've used. I love it. And it's a great hydration for your skin. I'm going to say, if you are one that you like to go a couple days without washing your hair, it's harder when you're using an oil like this, but I've been battling through. What have the girls told me? Dry shampoo when your hair is clean, and then it helps it last longer. This bottle is not refillable. The only bottles that I guess are refillable are the ones with a Mademoiselle Abby, the machine. You're obsessed with the oil. That is so good. So when you use the oil, so I'm tipping upside down, and oils, you can see oils dropping out, but there's this little thing at the bottom that you tap. And that's how you get your oil out. Okay? So give it a little tap, tap, tap. You don't have to shake it against your face. And I do it. Actually, I'm being a very bad example. I like to do stuff on the back of my hand. Yes, it gets tricky when you've got 9 drops with 2 dollops of the lotion, but I still do, because I like to rub all of this into my hands too. Oh, they look so much better. I can't even tell you. I wish I would have taken a before picture of my hands. And you know what, you guys? Learn from me. Take a before picture of your hands, because I love my mom to death. And that was weird, huh? it was just her anniversary, but I adore my mom, but my hands are looking a lot like my mom. And using this product, rubbing it in on my hands, yes, please. Will someone please promise me you'll take a picture of your hands too? Because I really want to see those before and afters of the backs of your hands. I know it's not a hand lotion, but you'll rub your extras in and you are going to love it. And so look how much of this I've used. This is my collagen. And what Joanna says, this is our tuna collagen. So it matches your DNA the best. And what Joanna has told me to do is for sure get my collagen here. Because it just is part of life. It's part of aging. But so it's running low, right? So again, I'm going to shake it down to the bottom. Okay, I'm not going to sample this on you guys. I showed you how the eye cream works, right? I'm selfishly hoarding this until I get my product. So just a little tap on the collagen and it's going to fall right out. Put a little bit on the back of your hand and then rub it into your face. Now, my next one that I'm going to show you, this also my hyaluronic acid. This like tightens up your face. It's so good. And so what Joanna told me too, because I'm going to tell you guys, when I first started the product, I'm like, girls, I am so dry. And what I was doing is I was adjusting to a new product. That's one of the things that will happen for you. Yeah, it happens for us. So I was adjusting to the product and I wasn't really sure what was going on. But what I was told to do is add a little bit of my oil to my hyaluronic acid when I use that too. So I will mix it a little bit. That's what I did this morning. But look, it's almost gone too. So again, before you push your little ball right here, you are going to want to get it down into the tip and then you push it. I'm just going to move on to the next subject right now. Let's talk about our DIY. There are several different creams, so you're going to want to learn about them. And this one it's in French, but I believe I was looking last night. I know, Tiffany, I'm dying. Let's just move on to this cream. So, oh boy. So this is the light one. And what I did is last night I was playing around with the different ones. I think I want to move to the heavy one, but look at this QR code. Scan it and it comes up and it tells you about the product. So you're going to have this QR code on the back of your product too. So you can pull it up and look at what your product is. Look at what's in it. And our different, so this one is the honey base. So this one I do, and I do think the instructions are changing because it says like 2 hazelnut dollops or 2 hazelnut size drops of this. I'm like, what's a hazelnut size? So I Googled it and I'm like, let's put this in American terms. A peanut M&M. All right. So think of a peanut M&M, but really I just used 2 pumps. And then, I know, Suzanne, I know, but you're going to learn right now. And when your product comes, you're going to be like, oh yeah, Anita told me about this. She said, make sure you tip it down and shake it before you push this in. I had an eye cream I kind of broke. So this is why it's really important for me to tell you about it, because I don't know what I did, but I broke my eye cream. So pay attention. All righty. And then you're going to be able to coach and guide your customers too. So with this, again, the lid just pops off. And with these, the lids screw off. Got it? So we're screwing these lids and we're popping these lids. All right. Because someone I know, I'm not going to name names. It's kind of, I think, the same person who was shaking this and jabbing themselves in the face, trying to get the oil out, not knowing. Tap, tap, tap. But she also tried to just pull off this lid, and that didn't work well either. It broke. So screw, pull. Boop. And then 2 dollops. And this is where I say it gets a little messy, but even when I do it in my hand, it rolls around too. So I do it on the back of my hand. I put 2 dollops and I'll do like a square. I'll try to do it like a square. So then I'll put my my DIY cream right in the center. And what I'll do also is I'll do about 6 drops of it and then I will rub it into the back of my hand to get it more into like a serum. And then I'll add 3 more drops of the next one. Popping bases, screwing actives. Yep, that's what we're doing. And so we've got these little actives. And again, it tells us how much we have left. And so one fun thing is like what I got originally in my kit. And then Fred was kind enough because again, I was like, I am so dry. And I need you guys to understand this too. I didn't come from soap and water or a little face washcloth. I came from a really good skin regimen, and I've used good skincare forever. And not as consistently, but we'll work on our ABBI habits, right? But I came from good stuff and I still see results. So I want you to know, even if you've been using the best of the best that you think is the best of the best, like what Jen was saying, hers was $500. Mine wasn't that much, but, or something like that. I'm probably messing that all up. But so what you want to do is, now I totally lost my train of thought because I just looked at the comments. But just know, so what I end up doing, I don't know where I was, but I'm using what was recommended, right? So 3 drops of each. And I was starting to talk about the dryness, right? So I got a little bit of extra hydration, actually. Doesn't matter. So anyway, these were my 3 bases. Sensitivity, which I didn't know I had sensitive skin. Regenerate, which really covers hydration and multiple things and even firmness in that one. And then rides, which is wrinkles. But then Fred gave me a little bit of hydration because I was transitioning and it took me a little while to transition. So know that. Don't freak out if you're feeling a little bit dry, or if your customers are feeling a little bit dry. That happens. And then I just started using my InLab. And so now I'm breaking out a little bit. It's an adjustment and it happens. So there's no need to panic. We just adjust, okay? But so what I was doing too, I was taking this firm and using just a pump or a half a pump of my cream and doing firm alone on my neck. Because remember, 9 drops is all you need. It's all you use. Because if you use more, you're wasting it. And remember, Tanner doesn't count as one of your 9 drops. But it's like taking too many vitamins and then you just eliminate them. Same. So don't waste your product. Yes, habits. Thank you, Rachel. We love that. I loved that in the slide yesterday. So 2 pumps of this. Again, I put them on the back of my hand, shake these up, and I put that on the back of my hand. I try to do it in a little square and then put these in the center of it. So when I start to do my product, I pull out the 3 that I want to use, and then I unscrew them because otherwise it's really hard when I'm trying to balance product from rolling off, but even here, trying to keep it from falling out. And so unscrew them first. Don't spill them, please. Did that once. And then put your drops into your dollop. Should we reorder scan pretty soon after we receive our product in order not to run out? Sherry, you would think that, right? And actually, no, you're going to be okay, and our customers are going to be okay when they order. What happened is there were a couple different things. Oh, you need this now, customs. Oh, okay, here. Oh, now you need this. And so those just kind of caused a little bit of a backlog. But we are going to iron out everything, and we'll just chalk that up to pre-launch, right? And a learning lesson for everybody. But our customers should be good. So actives. Love the actives, and I cannot wait. Tell me in the comments, what kit did you guys get? I want to know. And I'm going to back up a little bit. I don't know where this lid is. The different cleansers. So on here in French, it's mousse. It will be a cleansing foam for you. You've got the you got the purifying, and then you have soothe. I have switched to soothe, and purifying, when I look at the ingredients, not necessarily the ingredients because I can't tell from all of that, but when you look at the instructions and the description, that's the word I'm looking for. When you look at the description, it does tell me that the soothing is more for our mature skin. I think Joanna said she was going to work on a new name for that. It's not necessarily for sensitive skin, but it's for the more aging skin. And shoot, one of them has an exfoliant in it. I think, don't take my word, I think it's the purifying one. This one is for oilier skin, the younger skin, and so forth. So when I read that, I was like, oh, heck, we're going here. Okay, and I've really fallen in love with this. Now, let me tell you about a mistake that I made, is I just use one pump of my cleanser, and when I put it on, and again, this lid pops off too. It's a pretty tight pop, but it pops off. So the only ones we're screwing is this one. And so, yeah, because my in-lab pops off too. Yeah. So I just do one pump of the cleanser, and what I was doing, which I don't think was good for me, is I would put it on my face and then go get in the shower and then rinse it off. I was kind of used to another product that I use that I put on my face dry, and I definitely notice a more velvety feel and cleanse when I get my face wet. Who hates to splash water in their face? I want to hear that in the comments. I hate splashing water on my face. I'm not going to lie. When I swim, I don't get my face wet because I don't like it. But I'm doing it now because it's what I need to do to have really good skin. So I pull my hair back. I mean, you can get these little cute little wristbands too, so your water doesn't go down your armpits. And so I splash water on my face, and then I know, Crystal, I know, we've got to get over it though. I am so glad I'm not alone on the splashing thing. So get your face wet. You know what I've been doing though? I've been just cheating a little bit there. I get my hands wet. I put on some spotlight camera and it's not catching all of me, but I get my hands wet and then I put the dollop of it in and then I wash it on my face. And it really gives a way better feel than putting it on dry. So please don't put it on dry. Add some water to it. Oh, Tiffany, I have one of those. Oh, I'm going to get that out. Thank you for that. Another thing I love are the disposable face wipes. They're dry, but then after I wash my face and get everything off, they say don't use them on your eyes. I do. I was scared to at first, but I've not had any problems with it. Please use your judgment on whether you want to use it around your eyes or not. The instructions say no, but someone says, well, I do. And I'm like, well, let me try it. And I don't have any burning at all when I use it on my eyes. And it does take off my mascara. I don't wear waterproof mascara often. I think it's a little bit more of a challenge with waterproof mascara, if I remember Andrea saying that. But you can give it a shot. But so what I really love about the disposable washcloths too is because, come on, how clean is that washcloth if you keep using the same one to wipe the soap off of your face? Or really, I'm using it just to dry my face, right? Because again, I'm being brave. After I do this, I splash water on my face. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I make that face too. I splash water on my face and then I grab that disposable cloth that's dry and I wipe it off and then I wipe off my mascara. So that's what I do with that. That's my process. But when you look, I told you to look at your your analysis. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Look at your analysis that you got on your email. And next to the products, when you say, look at the product that it recommends for me, there's a little eye. If you click on that eye, you get information. You get a lot of information about the product, which is so fun. And you guys wait until you get the chat in the back office. I think, what are we calling it, girls? ABBI office. So wait until you get that because the chat is AI generated and it's full of information. I love it. And then I'm almost done. Oh my gosh, sorry. it's been 30 minutes. And then you're in home, right? And then, or you're in lab. And then again, it tells you your ingredients. Now these numbers on the back of your in lab do not correlate with the numbers here. I know, tricky, but you can get over 120,000 different formulas here. So we need to do that. Yes, look at your analysis. So again, pop that off. And I just started using this, like I said, because I've been using it at night. And you'll see them refer to maybe this as a day cream and this as a night cream. And it's either or. I was going to pull up a quote from Joanna. She's like, use it whenever you want. Even do I use oils and serums first before your cream? And she's like, whatever feels good to you, do it that way. So there's not going to be, you have to do this and then you do this and you do this. No, normally you do use your oils and your serums first, but really when you use this and mix it with all of your actives, it is a serum consistency and it's amazing. Oh, I can't wait, you guys. So then this is your personalized one. So you can go ahead and use that too. You can't use both, and you can't add any of your actives to this to make it a little bit better, because again, more is not better. No more than 9 drops. So don't add anything to this except for your tanner. You can add your tanner to this. So that's everything. You guys look. Well, okay, there'll be more. I'll have more of my actives, but right as of now, it all fits super cute in this little container on my desk, or on my bathroom counter. I've gone from this huge thing full of all different things. Who went on the FabFitFun phase where you just used anything that came in your FabFitFun box? Yep, me too. Canceled that baby because now I'm going to use really good skincare. Oh, and important to know, we talk about EU standards. All of our product follows EU standards. Guess what? We also have a blacklist, because there are things that the EU allows. Of course, we know the United States allows so much more product or more ingredients in their product, but EU standards, but we have our own personal blacklist that she still says, Joanna says, we're not using that because it's not good for your skin. It's a hormone disruptor, or it's whatever. That was the biggest one I was focusing on this morning. So just know that we go above and beyond EU standards. We do. This is fresh, active ingredients. You are activating it the second you combine them. I'm in your TikTok oh, yes. You know what? And that's pretty cool now, because back when I was selling skincare, there was no TikTok and people were less impulsive on purchasing their products because they were just way less impulsive. But now I feel like people are a little bit more risk taking. I was in my FabFitFun era, but you're in your TikTok made me do it era. I love that. So now we're going to be in our extra special ABBI era, right? Okay. So the tanning does not count. Correct. Tanning does not count as your 9 total. Do not start with 9 tanning drops, you guys, please. I did 3 and I was so super duper happy. I couldn't imagine if I did 9. Oh, heavens. Good to know about the blacklist. Yes. No. Yep. We need to really be aware of all of that. And we have so much to learn. But again, start with your 3 actives. Go to your analysis right now. Start with your 3 actives. Look at those and learn about those. And then you're just going to grow as you go. And you've got this. Alrighty. So I'm going to let you go now. We've been on for, a little bit longer than I thought I would be, but I get super excited and I hope you're super excited, and I cannot wait for you guys to start getting your product. And as soon as you do, then we will schedule a product phone call or product Zoom with Joanna, where you guys are going to know what questions you need to ask. Because right now, we don't know what we don't know. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what you're ready to experience, but just let me tell you, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.